I'm Sarah Corey Rivas, and I'm a member of the Hub. Our institution has a NSF HSI grant currently, and we originally got help in the grant writing from the Hub. And I'm at New Mexico Highlands University, and I'm an associate professor of biology. So I had never successfully gotten an NSF grant before, and I was stepping up as the lead PI for the first time. And so at the workshop, I got to talk to people who already had NSF funding. I got to meet the program officer. She told us directly what she was looking for in terms of like the whole external evaluation structure, all the elements of the HSI grant program, which are different from like as a scientist applying for NSF. It's very different. And so, yeah, they gave us they demystified the whole process of all the pieces of grant writing that would need to happen. And I got to talk to a lot of other people who are also applying. And I got to hear back about other people's ideas around all these kind of social factors supporting, the cultural, the psychosocial support for students. Until then, I hadn't really connected with other science faculty who are thinking it more holistically in terms of retention and, these other factors that we need to incorporate into our program. So it was very validating to be with that group. We went to the grant writing workshop at the Hub, and then we proceeded to write. But as we were writing, we knew that our questions were, how does curriculum change and professional development help retain students from this, freshman, sophomore level. But along the way, we really were interested in the education research side of it. And we wanted to know if there were novel things about our student population and our curriculum that impacted students positively. But our grant is called Somos STEM. It's an early retention program for science students at Highlands. It focuses on enriching the curriculum with course-based undergraduate research experiences, doing the professional development with faculty so that those cures are place-based, they're community engaged, they reflect the cultural lenses of students. And so we involve students in creating the curriculum. Our collaborators who do the qualitative research are telling us, in particular, faculty are definitely validating agents for students doing early research, and that those cures are definitely making a difference for students staying in the program. They love the technology part. They love being in charge of technology and having agency over what they're doing in local projects that matter to the community. We know that, and then we've been using the culturally engaging environments framework, the CC framework, to evaluate our program. Dr. Abrika has been running that, and she says that we've hit almost all of those metrics coming from a rural public HSI, being able to connect with other HSIs with similar characteristics was new for me, because until the Hub existed, and I've been at my institution for 14 years, we would try to find our nearest neighbors and talk to them. We have sister institutions, we'd talk to them. But to come together in a very kind of generative and like thinking together about problem solving with other HSIs has been really, really valuable. And to gain perspective, to really think of ourselves at our HSI in relationship with all these other HSIs, beyond who's our nearest rural neighbor. It really was a change. And to get really fresh perspectives, right? So talking to people from Texas and California and Florida and New York, there are commonalities in there, even though our institutions may be different. This conference has been very energizing. I think getting feedback from others who are doing the work is really important. So going to conferences like Adelante has helped me stay on track about what's essential, what's important. It's really interesting because I'm at my institution. I have ideas about what I think is important or where things are headed next in STEM education. And being at the conference has given me reassurance that a lot of the ideas absolutely are on target, and that Yes, we do need to continue having conversations about intersectionality, and we need to expand those conversations. I think this group is very unique. I think it's a very special group of HSI educators, and there are not many conferences like this. It's wonderful to meet new people here and hear their stories. And I think the conference is unique, to me at least, in that there's time and space to connect and to hear those stories. So